Hey everyone, this is the final interview. Actually, the final interview. This is Bren, and he is another member of our server who is wanting to be town council, or one of the three members. So, Bren, why don't you tell us all a little about yourself, and why do you want to be part of this council?
Well, so my name's Brent. How are you doing, guys? Personally, I think I'm really good at Redstone for my age because I'm only 13, and I've played on the server for about a year now, and I've been the longest one that has stayed here, and everyone else has about 6, 7 months here, but besides some new people. But I'd like to run because I'm the youngest on the server. So I want to show people that um, even young people can make decisions, and it doesn't always have to be the older people that make all the decisions.
Okay, so why don't you let us know? I mean, it's excellent that you can do redstone stuff, and but how is that going to help you be part of a town council member? Like, how is your ability and knowledge of Redstone going to make a difference when we're talking about issues like the bank, currency, things like what should be put on the server and what shouldn't be on the server? Like, just any of those issues. How does that play in there?
Well, that's the thing. I will listen to the people and uh, ask the council, the main members, like the admins, for example, what these people want, and I'll listen to them and then broadcast it. And also for the redstone part, I could easily help people that have trouble with it, help them learn, and I could just that in general.
Well, that's all great and all, but I mean, couldn't you do that anyway if you weren't part of this council?
Well, yes, but I could also suggest some plugins for Bucket that could help make things better.
Okay, okay. Well, that's not bad then. So, now how do you think you're gonna like? I'm just thinking where you are the youngest on the server, and just one moment here. I just want to say something for you all you was watching, who are saying, "Oh, I'm not letting on young people. How come he's on here?" It's because he's been here for a year now. So, but anyway, that's a little tangent there. How do you think that's gonna play in? Like, how do you think the other people will view you as being the younger person? Like, can you bring a level of authority to this council that's required of a council member?
Well, see, that's the thing. People always downgrade the younger people because they don't think they're as responsible. But I know in the past, when there were some people, let's say around 14, 15, like around kind of my age, uh, you even said I'm more mature than some of the 16-year-olds or 17-year-olds that used to be on.
Okay, so you're
So
not worried about that kind of thing then. You're not worried about how people will see you. You just want to play the server, you want to be part of the community, be part of the government, and that's what it's all about, is it?
yes.
Okay. So I hear you have something that you want to show. Now, this is not really conventional. It's not what I've been doing. We've just been doing straight interviews with people, but I'm going to make an exception for you because I know you put a lot of time and effort into this, and you can demonstrate your redstone skills to the players and the other people out there. So we'll get to that in a second. But before we go out there, I just want to know: is there anything that you want to say? Like, keep in mind, people got to vote, and this is going to happen tomorrow. Is there anything that you can say to help persuade people to vote for you?
Well, like I said before, I just want to help people like I have been and listen to their problems and try to help with different plugins that I could look up for them or just help them in general with banking and all that.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so let's go. Let's lead on. Let's get rid of this wood in the way, and
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay.
For those wondering, I had to put this here to give us a little privacy. We had some visitors outside. So, for the sake of this demonstration, is it best to be night or day?
Night.
Okay.
And
Now, what are we looking at here? I see a lot of cobblestone, and I see some redstone lights. What is this?
so this is a ticker display, which some of you may be familiar with, and it just shows a message that goes across the screen. And
So
it can
what's?
be,
Sorry.
oh, I was just going to say it can be hooked up to a loop to be constantly going, but this one is not.
So what is all this that we see? We see a lot of cobblestone out there in the distance, and it curves around. What is this? I'm assuming this is all part of it.
Yeah, this is the decoder part of it to take just the torches and the lines of redstone and decode them into
Tell
and
you what. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. How about we see this in action here? I'm gonna make it nighttime. Let's see it in action. Then, if you want, we can explain it and look, take a look, get a better look.
okay.
So give me a moment. I'll make it nighttime. All right. Why don't you show me this magic here, and we'll take a
Okay.
look. Wow, this is nice. Must say, Brennan, this is the most unique banner for voting I've seen. A lot of people just write the stuff out, but no, not you. You've got to make a digital display.
Yeah. And if you guys can see, like after this scrolls through, it's very long and a lot of redstone. It's because I did this in like about 3 hours or so. So I did it quickly because the interview started today, and I didn't have a sign yet. I was like, hey, I think a ticker display would be pretty cool. So I just whipped this up real quick, so it doesn't have any, like you can't really edit it. It's kind of hard.
Hard coded.
Yeah, it's pretty much hard coded to say vote for Bren.
So
But
each one of these sections is a letter, is it?
where you see the repeaters on the ground, that separates each letter, and then where you see the four repeaters, that separates a word.
Okay, okay, I think I see. So what are all these? How come you get them? It seems to be scattered all about out here. What's up with that?
It's scattered because one, this line, it would be more than 15 to just bunch them up, and
Okay,
also if you go right here, it reaches the border of the map, so I had to curve it.
okay. So basically, it's just the issue where one line is longer than the others.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess that's very impressive, Bren. So, do you have any, as far as the redstone stuff? Are you? What would you say? Would you say you're a master? Would you say you have nothing more to learn, or you're still constantly in search for knowledge of redstone and design?
I'm still in search of knowledge, but I do think I know more than the average Minecrafter.
Well, that's pretty impressive. Well, I'd like to thank you for your time, and I'll let you get back to what you do, whether it be making redstone, building your home, or whatever it may be. I want to thank you, and I wish you the best of luck tomorrow.
Yep, thank you, and I wish the best of luck to the all the other candidates.
Well, I'm sure they appreciate that. Okay, Brendan, you have a good night.